Hey, 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 come on in, have a seat, get the popcorn, you know the drill. And today we're going to my man Nooks' homeland, 10 scary videos of ghosts caught on camera. You understand what I mean? We know Nooks man got the good stuff, you understand? So we're gonna go ahead and check the vibe out. And while before you check out everything, hold up. Go ahead and subscribe, all right? Let's get going. Oh, here we go, here we go.
Shireen Louise, a single mother of a 3-year-old daughter, has recently moved into an old Victorian house in Cardiff, England. Soon after moving in, Shireen's daughter, little Ilea, begins to complain about a man with a, quote, bad head and bad eyes, who marches through the upstairs hallway.
Oh,
What is
baby.
it?
Bad eyes.
Bad eyes?
Yeah. Bad eyes.
Bad eyes.
Yeah.
Where?
Guys.
Upstairs. Nope, no, we're not doing this.
Shireen decides to take a look into the history of the old house and discovers that it was built on an ancient battleground from all the way back in 1485. The worried mother now believes that her daughter might be seeing the spirit of a soldier who fought in battle. Shireen installs a security camera in the hallway just to see what's going on. Then one night after dark, this happens.
Yeah.
Come on now, let me help.
Mom, Dad.
What is it?
Dad.
What?
Dad.
Scared of what? Who is it?
No.
Is someone there?
Yeah. Bad eyes. 2 eyes.
So,
Bad. 2 eyes. Head. Bad
Hi.
eye.
Okay. Hiya. Is he doing anything? What's he doing? Right, see you later, Mr. Soldier Man.
Mm.
What? Are you laughing at him? Is he being funny? Is he being funny? That's good, isn't it? You're still looking at someone. Oh my god, she's... What? No, please don't. No, stop. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, you just scared mummy. Sorry, you just scared mummy. It's not scary. It's not scary. He's a funny friend, isn't he? He's a funny friend.
don't tell the kid that.
Yeah.
Two eerie breaths can be heard loud enough that they are picked up by the hallway security camera. Shortly after this, little Ilea once again complains about the man with the, quote, bad head and 2 eyes. Shireen says that originally she completely fell in love with the charming Victorian home, but now has second thoughts about staying. She says she's worried about the safety of her daughter. So is little 3-year-old Ilea seeing something that we just can't? You decide. Graveyard.
She probably is, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, she couldn't make that up on it. As a smart kid, if they could coach that kid to say something like that, number one. Also, the fact that she's talking about bad eyes, bad head. It could be, and they said it's on a burial ground. Guy with a helmet, eyes real scared, because it's a battle. Now, here's the thing. At any particular point, you could be buried, you could build a house on a graveyard. You don't know. We've been around so long, pretty much everywhere probably was a burial site. Especially since they didn't have fancy cemeteries and they just would dig a hole and put people in there. This house could be on a burial. You know, I live in the city, so this whole concrete jungle could be you know, built on a burial site. You know what I'm saying?
This next video was posted to the internet by an account that is devoted to sharing videos of large boats and seafaring vessels. In one video, we see a graveyard of old cruise ships that have been run aground and left abandoned on a beach somewhere in Turkey. But there's something else. Something that a sharp-eyed Nuke's Top 5 viewer spotted in the video. Watch closely. Did you see it? On board the rusting old cruise ship on the right, someone or something can be seen walking around inside, even though the ship is completely abandoned. No one is on board, and there's not even any access to get on the ship. So could this mysterious figure be the ghost of someone who didn't survive their voyage? Let me know what you think.
With the amount of people that like to explore abandoned stuff, it's probably one of them bad boys exploring the abandoned ship. No, come on. You tell me that that wouldn't be like enticing for people who like to explore abandoned stuff. How would they get up there? They'll find ways. That's a huge ship. You can't see behind. If they had to string a ladder up or they do something to get up there. You understand what I'm saying? Come on now. If the people who ground the ship could ground it and get off, somebody could get on.
The night visitor. A woman named Shay works as an overnight office cleaner at a mid-sized company in Indiana. Shay says that she often works alone in the large office building and that this can sometimes get just a little bit creepy. But this one particular night, things are about to get absolutely terrifying.
Y'all, okay, so tomorrow I'm at work and I was about to take out the trash and I just got a text from the lady who works here, and she said, "Hey Shay, just want to let you know that everyone has left, so you can go vacuum the other side." I was like, "Okay, yes ma'am." And she said, "Just me there?" No, I asked her, I said, "Just me there?" She's like, "Yes." Y'all, I'm scared as because when I went outside, there are no cars out there besides my work van. And I'm so scared. So tell me why, if I'm the only one here, who the f is this? Like, who the f is that? Like, y'all, I'm not tripping. That's somebody in that room and they just sitting there. Who the f is that? Like, they just sitting there. Bro, I'm about to f***ing go, because I'm like, and I just called her. I said, "Hey, you sure I'm the only one here?" She's like, "Yeah, look at the cameras. You're the only one there. I don't see nobody cars there." And I said, "Someone is in one of the booths." And she was like, "In the booths?" I was like, "Yeah, someone is in one of the booths." What the Y'all, ain't no lock on this f***ing door. Hey, oh, shit. There's no lock on this door. But you know I'm black, right? And I don't play that shit.
Yeah, sister, that's what I'm talking about, sister.
Alright, I'm gonna tough it up and just open the door.
That's what I'm talking about, sister. She had a right for idea.
Nope.
Did the lights just go on?
Nope. Hell nah, cuz, nope.
Shay is supposed to be all alone in the building, but someone or something seems to be sitting in a chair pressed right up against a glass door at the end of the hall. They're not moving, and they're not reacting. Shay hides in the closet, gathers her courage, and then heads out to confront the person. But there's no one there.
Forget confront.
With that, Shay has had about enough. She calls her supervisor to come check out the office building for an intruder, or whatever this is, and Shay takes the back stairs and exits the building. But here is where it gets really weird, because Shay's supervisor comes and checks out the entire building and finds no one there. Also, her supervisor reviews the security camera footage that monitors anyone entering or leaving the building. And whoever this person was, they never left. This person never showed up on any of the building's security cameras. We need scary videos, so if you see something scary that you think...
See, the sister. I'm telling you, man, you just don't mess with a sister. She got her that something. She's like, I ain't playing. She didn't leave the closet and with nothing to protect us. I'm go, hello? Who is there? She didn't do none of that. She got something to protect herself. No, you see what I'm saying? The thing. See, my mom would do that. My mom would come out there with a cricket bat ready to go to work. Give somebody to work if they come out of that bumble-clad place, ghost or not. I remember one time we used to live in a farm, right? We had like a little farm that we had. We had these big old hogs, I used to call them, because they passed pig, because I used to ride them. And one night, there was no street light, and there was a river running right down next to the house, and we had all the pigs down by the river, so, you wouldn't, stink up the place, because, they live in slop. And one night we heard a rustling down by the thing down there, and that's the place where I used to hear a woman crying every night outside. And like I said before, there's thing called a mama melody. And it's a woman who passed on in childbirth and she roams the night crying. So, of course, we hear all that rustling down there. We don't know what's going on. I remember my mom came out with a crate of bottles and she was just slinging those bottles down towards where the pigs were just slinging it, boy, So, hey. Our sister don't mess, boy. Our sister gonna take your business. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if that sister is a single mom. Oh, forget it, boy. That's some of the bravest people I ever know, boy. A single mom has a sister.
Would be perfect for the top 5. Send it to me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Off the wall. In an email sent to me by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Ricardo, he told me about a trip he and his brother took to the historic Fort of San Felipe in Bacalar, Mexico. On the trip, Ricardo filmed a video with his old Nokia potato phone, and he and his brother can be seen exploring the massive old 1700s fortress.
See, I'd do that.
They accidentally catch something that they just can't explain.
I would do that, you know what I mean? I'd go there every day.
Ah, sí. Espérate, nomás se me dio.
Did you see it? In a dangerous section of the historic fortress that's closed off to tourists, a strange brown figure can be seen on the grass and seemingly climbing or floating right over the wall. Now, I have carefully inspected this clip. I've slowed it down and I've even sharpened and enhanced the potato quality as much as I could, but I still have no idea what this is. So, I leave it up to you.
Mexico is full of
The
those
Royal
creatures,
Arcade. Nuke's Top 5 viewer and paranormal investigator Emma from the YouTube channel To Investigate UK reached out to us about a creepy video they captured while investigating the Royal Arcade in Keighley, West Yorkshire, England. The Royal Arcade is an historic underground shopping center built in 1901. The upper floors of the Royal Arcade were eventually renovated. However, the dingy old underground stores and rooms were left untouched. These buildings, with their dark history, still look almost exactly the same as they did in the early 1900s. Emma says that she and her group were doing a spirit box session in what was once the shop of a horse saddler. In this area, the spirit of a grumpy old man named Billy is said to wander around. What happens next is truly creepy.
Y'all go mess with Billy?
Make that bang again.
Them little old men that go by Hamburg.
Sal. Please stop. Why do you want us to stop?
You mean why? When the man is in eternal sleep, he wants to rest up.
Emma and her group are shocked to see what looks like a figure moving through a lens flare caught on their phone. The investigators try to recreate and even debunk what they captured, but they just can't reproduce this strange silhouette of a person moving. So just what is this? I leave it up to you to decide. A dark park in the center.
Stop. Y'all always bugging these people, you know. It's eternal sleep. Trying to rest. A grumpy old dude had a rough life walking in this freaking horse place in the middle of a dingy city. Let my man rest up. Leave him alone, you know. They're probably not the only ones that go there bugging this poor old man, you know. He old, he need his sleep. Let the man sleep.
San Pedro Mall. Security guard Johan Zimmel is working the night shift at the San Pedro Mall in San Jose, Costa Rica, when he spots something truly chilling.
Gerardo, fíjate detrás tuyo.
He's gonna smack the crap out of you, boy. Whatever was following you.
Correcto, aquí salió algo raro. Mae, y véngate mejor.
A security camera pointed at the mall's parking structure captures the moment a dark, shifty silhouette of a person can be seen approaching an unsuspecting man. The man turns around as if he hears or feels something, but no one's there. And the weird figure seems to have just disappeared into thin air.
Or into the man.
After the security footage was released online, many former employees of the mall came forward to share their own personal paranormal experiences from their days working there. Many of these former workers claim that the mall is haunted after someone passed away on the 4th floor of the parking structure. Lights out.
I tell you what, there was a place that used to scare me where I used to go to work. I used to work at a Toys R Us on the outskirts of the city. And I kid you not, and this isn't even meant to be funny, it's just a fact. There was a Bob Evans there, and it seems like a lot of elderly people like Bob Evans, and there was always somebody having a heart attack there, and a couple of them passed away. And I used to have to go to work, you know, I have to catch the 5:45 bus to get there. And during Christmas time, it would be dark when I get there, and I'd be the only one there because the store didn't open until 7. You know, sometimes the manager got there at 6, and I have to stand there, boy. And I'm telling you, I swear I used to see like shadows over that Bob Evans because, you know, they were shut down. There was nobody over there. There was always some elderly person that didn't make it while eating in there. And I think that I don't think the restaurant itself is haunted. I think that area around there is haunted.
One afternoon, Rachel Navarro was home alone in her New York City apartment. Due to maintenance issues, the power in her building has temporarily been shut off. And this is when things just start to get really weird.
Okay, hi. Sorry, I'm just watching something, but literally, hold on. There's no electricity in our place right now, okay? Turned it off, but I swear, shite. Okay, this door, Jesus, has been doing this literally all day. And look, that's shite. Oh my God. Okay, it's looking now. Hello?
And it's dark, you can't see nothing.
Hold on. I'm going out there.
You're in New York City. Do you have a dying with you?
Hold on, there's no light. Oh, I turned the flash on because I couldn't see straight out there. I have my effing
In New York
mace.
City, do you have something with you?
Okay. I swear. Blood of Jesus. Jesus. Oh my gosh, Jesus. Okay, this door always moves because of the wind. I'm not really
Then it could be the wind that's
worried
moving the
about
door.
that.
Is she above ground or is she in a basement apartment? Oh, God.
Hello? It's like mad dark if I don't.
Heavy breathing.
Jesus, hold on. No.
In New York City.
That, no.
Rachel's front door is shaking on its own, and when she looks through the peephole, something can be seen moving around on the other side. She grabs her pepper spray and opens the door,
She had a
but
pepper
no
spray.
one there. Just her creepy, pitch-black hallway. Then Rachel hears what sounds like someone breathing and whispering in the hallway.
Oh, Jesus.
Understandably, she turns around and heads right back inside. As a Nuke Stop 5 viewer, Rachel decided to email us about her creepy experience. To this day, she still has no idea what was going on in her hall. No vacancy.
Listen, it's New York City. I used to live in New York City. I lived in Brooklyn on Eastern Parkway for a while. And I mean, I used to see some creepy stuff. Creepy people doing creepy stuff, man. You know, it wasn't really dangerous, but it was creepy. I shouldn't say it wasn't really dangerous. It didn't scare me per se, but it was creepy anyway. You know what I mean? So, all the lights turn off in New York. I am not going outside. Nah, that's New York. And I'll be honest with you, New York was relatively safe as far as the crime is concerned when I was there. But there were some strange folks running around on the subway. You see them, you know what I mean? You just see them walking down the street. There's some strange folk, you know what I mean? Now where I live, there's some strange folk too, but you know, yeah, they're not as creepy unless, of course, it's like dark, pitch night. Then you never know what's going to happen. But yeah, there's some creepy stuff in New York, and I ain't going, especially going out into the hallway. And the thing about it is too, there could be somebody out there. You're hearing whispers and stuff because that hallway sounds like it's got a nasty little echo to it too.
This next creepy video was recorded at a small hotel in the desolate countryside of Mexico. Now, for years, the staff working at the hotel have witnessed and experienced unexplainable activity, usually when they're all alone. One day, a housekeeper notices someone standing at the window of hotel room number 30, even though the room should be vacant and completely empty. The housekeeper immediately notifies the hotel manager, but they find no evidence of anyone inside that empty room. That is, until later that same day.
Aquí más cerquita. Aquí más cerquita. Sí, miren, ahí se ve, se alcanza a ver una cara, unos ojos. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver a esa habitación. Vamos subiendo las escaleras porque desde ahí es donde estábamos viendo que se veía. Aquí ya no se ve nada, a lo mejor por el reflejo de la luz. Y vamos a ver en la habitación. Aquí está la cama, porque esta es una habitación pequeña. Aquí pues no se ve nada. Y aquí está la tele donde estábamos Donde se supone que se veía, pero no se ve nada. No entiendo qué. ¿Por qué estoy?
Get out.
As the manager approaches the hotel room, a pale face with hollow eyes can be seen peering down at her through the hotel window. The manager hurries upstairs and into the room, but she discovers that the face, or whatever it was, has disappeared. But then something moves, making a loud sound and sending the frightened woman rushing right out of the room. Now, the hotel staff believes that they have caught evidence that their small hotel in Mexico is haunted. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. In a flash,
It's Mexico, man. I don't
there's a
know.
lightning storm just outside Amanda Noel's house in Iowa. She looks out her front window and notices something truly bizarre.
Please tell me y'all see this. Just watch. Watch straight out into that yard. Look, you see it? Look. And it happens again. Look. Look. See? And I'm telling you right now, ignore my dogs. But look, man, I think it's time to move.
A strange white figure can be seen standing in the grass across the street from where Amanda lives. But whoever or whatever this is, it appears and then just disappears as the storm rages on. Some viewers of Amanda's creepy video wonder if the electrical energy in the air could have somehow helped make a paranormal presence visible. But whatever this is, Amanda says she is spooked. The Old Baraboo Inn.
See, and I'll say it again, like I've said it in several videos. I think we have the ability to see things beyond where we are. We just don't use that part of our brain. We're so engrossed in the drama around us that we don't pay attention to stuff outside of it. And so we don't see everything that the human mind is capable of seeing. That I believe. I absolutely believe that. I don't know how we could tap into that. It would be interesting. I wouldn't say nice. It would be interesting to tap into the parts of our brains that we don't use. I think some of us do to a certain sense. Some of us who have like a sixth sense, there's something going to happen. Or, like we could read certain situations that's about to happen or is happening. Some of us, we have that ability to do that. Well, we have the ability to tap into it. I think we all have the ability to do it. We just don't do it. Because, and I think the reason for that is all this man-made structure and stuff, man. I'm not talking about the physical thing. I'm talking about the mental stuff. In order to, let's think about it, okay? Maybe there was a group of people who were able to do that, still able to do that. But those type of people wouldn't be easy to control. But if you culture them to see a certain way, sooner or later, that's going to go away. And if you look at how we are too, like a lot of the instincts we probably had when we were like living out there in caves and stuff, a lot of the instincts we have, we don't have it anymore. Because we live in this, I wouldn't say pampered, but the protected type of living with all the cities and stuff like that. Because imagine, let's think about it, okay? People used to be able to like look at the sky or feel something in the air and know it's going to rain. Or they could tell, oh, wait a minute, that animal is close by. If you're living out in the wild, you're going to have those senses because if you notice, animals who still live out in the wild have those senses. We don't have those anymore. You know what I mean? Especially with each other. We don't have those senses anymore. That's why we get into so much trouble with each other.
Paranormal investigator Ian from the YouTube channel Midwest Ghost Hunter sets out to investigate the allegedly haunted Old Baraboo Inn located in the scenic city of Baraboo, Wisconsin. The inn was built in 1864 and functioned as a tavern and a brothel. Over the years, the seedy inn became a regular hangout for many underworld figures like Al Capone and other notorious gangland criminals. Over the years, it is said that many people fell victim to the inn's sinister clientele, and many men, and even women, have lost their lives here. Today, the old Baraboo Inn is said to be extremely haunted, especially in the basement, where it is said that many men were chained to a pole and executed by the mob. That pole still stands today, a remnant of the building's horrific past. So, investigator Ian decides to spend a night at the inn, planning to investigate all the paranormal claims. It's still early into the night, and Ian is exploring the Baraboo Inn's bar area when things start to get a little spooky.
Are there any spirits
I think I've watched some of
hanging
Ian's
out at this
before.
bar tonight?
Yeah, we just knocking a few back and watching you.
I heard this place is supposed to be really haunted. Could you show me what they're talking about?
You can't tell them, you can't say they haunted, man.
The stories of strange things happening?
That's politically,
I'd like to see it for myself.
it's politically incorrect to talk to the ghost and says, this place is haunted. That's like a paranormal slur. Come on now. You can't say, are you haunting the place? No. You know, you're supposed to say, are you present? Will you reveal yourself? Don't say, is this place haunted? You're going to offend them. I bet he gets slapped up.
Is there anybody here that could do that for me?
Hey,
That sound came from over there.
you don't offend them and you offend a mobster.
That scared me. Hello? If that was you, could you make that sound again? Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm hearing all kinds of weird sounds in here.
Ian continues his investigation and heads into the inn's kitchen. But what happens next is truly bizarre.
If there's anyone in here, could you show yourself? What the f was that?
Utensils moving. You know they use utensils in their vibe
Hello?
back in the day.
Oh, holy shit. Oh my god, something just got thrown. What the hell was that?
Al Capone is angry.
Look at that. What the f is that? Oh my god, that's like a spoon. It's on the floor. Like, how is that even
We could
possible?
see that, Ian.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain any of this. Everything that is happening to me right now is far beyond what I was expecting from this place.
Ian is freaked out as kitchen utensils can be heard moving on their own, and a ladle is thrown onto the floor. But the worst is still yet to come, because next Ian heads down into the basement, the most actively haunted area of the old Baraboo Inn.
This is the room. Oh god, there it is. You see that? That is the pole. The execution pole. If the mobsters took you in this room, you knew you were done for. Just imagine what would be going through those victims' minds as they're being dragged into this room and placed here. And if you look closely here,
You know what cracks me up with these kind of hunting ghost stuff? They go in there, they set up a camera, because obviously he set up something. You see a camera or something is sitting there, right? And then he walks in like it's the first time, you know. He goes in there. Oh, there it is. The infamous pole. You know, like he's just walking. You know what I mean? You didn't just walk in. You already put the camera down there. Come on now. Come on. Now, tell me this. How come nothing happened when you walk in there to put the camera down? While you setting up, something didn't come up to you then? No. They wait until you do the dramatic entry to say there is the pole, and then stuff start happening. Come on.
you can see all the different bullet holes. You see that? There's a bullet hole right there, right there, right there. They're just all over this pole. And those are blood stains seeping through the paint. It's super tense in here.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to get scared if something happens, because this is filmed to scare you.
It sounds like somebody's down here with me.
Yeah.
Who's out there?
A bunch of passed on mobsters. You're going to be tied to that pole here real soon.
Oh, God. Holy shit. I don't know how much more of this I can take. It's coming from this room. Again. The pole room.
And it's funny, most of the activities...
I can hear you over there. I know you're down here. I don't think it's the same spirit at all. Kind of getting that heavy, bad feeling again. If you're one of the mobsters, make another sound.
If you're one of the mobsters, slap me.
Oh, God. Jeez. That is the last spirit I want to encounter right now. Could you do it again a little louder? Oh, holy.
Okay.
Oh my God. That was a black mass. Okay, I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. It's a freaking dead end over here. I can't get out this way.
Ian is terrified as he sees a dark shadow-like figure move near the infamous execution pole in the basement. He's able to calm himself down enough to follow the dark figure, but he finds nothing and no one to explain what he just saw. Soon after this creepy event, Ian decides that he's had about enough, and he just heads home. You can see this full investigation with many more scary moments over on the YouTube channel, Midwest Ghost Hunter.
You know, it's hard to believe some of these ghost hunter things when you know they have to set up all this equipment first. And the question is, while they're setting up all this equipment, how come nothing happens unless they don't put that in there, or they don't put it in these short clips that they have? But something has had to happen. They don't just start having all kinds of crazy things happening after they all set up and they're like, what's going on? Unless that other sense kicks in, because now they're looking for the stuff, you know what I mean? So now they sort of more cognizant of their surroundings. Maybe while they're setting up and they're thinking about what they're doing and what's best to it, you know, that's all they're paying attention to, which boils down to what I was talking about earlier. You know what I mean? All the outside noise is stopping us from using the actual senses that we have. You know what I'm saying? And the extra senses that we have, I should say. But the Mexican one was a creepy one with the face in the window. That was real creepy. And if you like creepy stuff like that and the dark, right here is a place for you. Come on back.